Hello everyone, I'm Jara Javana, founder of Vision 127 Artists, and welcome back to another episode of When Creators Connect. Thank you so much for joining me today on this show. Can you please tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and what do you do?
Sure. So I am a documentary cinematographer based here in Dallas, Texas, but I was born in Namibia, which is in Southern Africa.
Wow.
And then I grew up in South Carolina. But I've been here in Dallas for about 8 years now and really loving it.
Okay. So Lizbet, can you please tell me a little bit about your creative journey? How you decided to become a cinematographer? What was the journey like?
Sure. So I was actually a music major in college. I got a degree in violin performance. I've also been playing piano since a young age, so always been very into creative things. After I graduated, my husband and I moved to Japan for a couple of years to teach English because we were like, what are we going to do with these music majors?
Right.
So while we were there, I started to produce more of our music videos. I'd done some video work in college just for my part-time job there. And so I started to take those skills and use them for the band to make music videos and really like stretch myself creatively. And the videos are terrible, but I got to try a lot of fun things and really had all the freedom to do whatever I wanted. So once we moved back to the US, I was teaching music lessons and then freelancing video and photography on the side. And then 5 years ago, I was able to take that videography and photography full time. I kind of built up enough experience that I was able to be really confident about working with clients, having that be my full-time job. So that's kind of the really quick version of how I got to where I am today.
So what would you say drives your passion? Why do you do the things that you do?
Ooh, well, I think one of my biggest goals is to have financial freedom, to have freedom to go anywhere, do anything, to spend time with my family whenever I want to. And so for me, working for myself is a really good avenue towards doing that. Creatively, I want to push myself to try new things, but also not just do things for the sake of being creative, but do things in a way that that tell people stories and share beautiful things with the world. So those are kind of the things that I'm working towards, and I think end up being kind of intertwined in a lot of ways.
So do you have any past projects that you've done that you're really proud of?
I have got quite a few that I'm really proud of. I think one of the projects that I am most proud of is a little bit older. It's from a few years back, but I've done a lot of agricultural work. And one of those was a series of 12 videos shot in Virginia called Soil Conservation in Place. And we got to interview different farmers about the ways that they're practicing agriculture. It was all about sustainability and having those agricultural practices that are helping to renew the earth and not just pull nutrients out of it. So I grew a lot over the course of that project that happened over 2 years, and the videos that we did at the end were just like miles above the ones at the beginning. So it was a really great way to see my progress, but I also think as a final project or as a final product, they were just really lovely things to have out in the world.
I really do love that. So can you please tell us what is next for you? What projects are you working on?
Yeah, I'm working on a few different client projects. I think the next step is going to be figuring out how to niche down a little bit more. But something that I'm really excited to get started with is more of a passion project. I just actually had the first pre-production interview for that, another agriculture project. I'd like to put together a mini series called The Regenerates, just highlighting different farmers who are practicing regenerative agriculture and have it show people how it impacts the communities to do this kind of farming in a different way. It's something I'm really passionate about. It's harder to find time now that I'm a parent, but I definitely want to keep I want to keep pursuing my own stuff, and I want to keep on doing things that fuel me creatively. So even though it's slow progress, I'm trying to continue to make progress.
Thank you, Lizbet, so much for coming. Can you please tell us how we can find you and to really understand a little bit more about the work that you're doing?
Sure. I'm on Instagram. I'm at Wayfarers Media. My website is wayfarersmedia.com. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn. I mean, really, if you search Wayfarers Media, it's going to be the only thing that pops up because it's a made-up word. So yeah, would love to follow and connect with anybody out there who wants to know more.
I want to thank you so much again for joining me here today on the show, and I can't wait for you guys to hear more about what it is that she does. And please make sure that you are following her, because this is what we do. We want to make sure that we're celebrating and supporting the people that are here, the creatives that are here in DFW. And as always, do what you love and pay it forward the 127 way. Goodbye.